As a kidney doctor, I have seen a lot of things, but even I was shocked when I found out the truth about one common fruit. Imagine this. There's a fruit you probably see every day, maybe even eat it, thinking it's healthy. But for some people, this simple fruit can quietly push their kidneys toward failure, and it can happen overnight. Most of us believe fruits are always good for us. We think they are safe, full of vitamins, and important for our health. But the truth is, what is good for one part of your body can sometimes be dangerous for another, especially your kidneys. You might be eating this fruit right now, not even realizing that it has a hidden risk inside it. Before I tell you the name of this fruit, I want to hear from you. Please comment below and tell me, where in the world are you watching from? I am really interested to see how far this important message can reach. If you care about your kidney health, or if you know someone in your family or friends who has kidney problems, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Here, I share real, science-based tips every week that can help you and your loved ones stay healthy and safe. Kidneys are one of the most important organs in your body, but sadly, many people don't realize just how serious kidney disease can be. All around the world, millions of people are living with some kind of kidney problem. In fact, it's believed that about 1 in every 10 adults has some sign of kidney disease, and many of them don't even know it. The reason is that kidney problems usually don't show any clear signs in the beginning. Most of the time, your kidneys get weaker and weaker very quietly. By the time you start to feel something is wrong, like swelling, tiredness, or changes in urine, damage is already done. That is why doctors call kidney disease a silent killer. This is why it's so important to take care of your kidneys before problems start. Simple choices that you make every day, especially what you eat and drink, play a huge role in keeping your kidneys safe. Some foods, even those that seem healthy, can slowly damage your kidneys if you eat them too often or in large amounts. If you ignore your kidney health, it can lead to very serious problems, like needing dialysis. Dialysis is a difficult treatment where a machine has to clean your blood because your kidneys can't do it anymore. But the good news is that with the right habits, you can protect your kidneys and enjoy a healthy life. Every small step you take matters, so never ignore your kidney health. Many people grow up believing that all fruits are healthy and can never cause harm. We see fruits as nature's best gift, full of vitamins, fiber, and good taste. Parents, teachers, and even doctors often say, "Eat more fruits, they are good for you." For most people, this is true. But what many people do not realize is that not every fruit is safe for everyone, especially for those who have kidney problems. When your kidneys are weak, they cannot remove certain things from your blood the way they should. Some fruits have high levels of minerals like potassium, which can be dangerous for people with kidney issues. So, a fruit that is healthy for one person can actually be risky for another. You might look at a fruit and see only its bright color and fresh taste, but your kidneys may see a hidden danger inside it. This is why, for people with kidney problems, some fruits are like a wolf in sheep's clothing. They look harmless, but they can quietly harm your body from the inside. That's why you need to know which fruits to be careful with sometimes. Being too healthy can be a problem for your kidneys. There's one fruit, and you probably have it in your kitchen right now. For years, even doctors recommended it as a healthy choice. But new research is showing something surprising. This simple fruit, if you have kidney problems, can quietly raise your risk of kidney failure, especially at night, when your body is most vulnerable and you least expect any harm. Let me tell you about Mrs. Farzana, a 65-year-old retired teacher from Lahore. She spent her whole life taking care of her family and guiding young students. Even after retirement, she was active in her community, loved gardening, and always tried to do what was best for her health. She cooked healthy meals, walked in the park, and avoided junk food. Every morning, she would start her day with a plate of fresh fruit, believing it was the best thing she could do for her body. Out of all the fruits, she had a favorite one that she thought was packed with energy and good for her heart and blood pressure. She ate it almost every single day. Months went by, but slowly, Mrs. Farzana started to feel more tired than usual. She would wake up feeling weak, even after a full night's sleep. She noticed her feet and ankles were getting swollen, and sometimes her hands felt numb. At first, she thought it was just old age or maybe the heat. But when she found herself getting out of breath after walking just a few steps, her family grew worried. Her daughter convinced her to visit the doctor. At the clinic, the doctor listened carefully and ran some blood tests and urine tests. When the results came back, it was clear that something was wrong with her kidneys. The tests showed high levels of potassium in her blood, a sign that her kidneys were struggling to keep up. The doctor asked about her eating habits, and when Mrs. Farzana proudly told him about her daily fruit routine, his face changed. He explained that the fruit she was eating, though healthy for most people, was very high in potassium, and eating it daily had slowly overloaded her kidneys. Mrs. Farzana was shocked. She could not believe that something so simple and good could actually be hurting her. She felt guilty, thinking she had done this to herself, and her family was scared for her future. They all thought they were making healthy choices, but nobody knew the hidden danger that one fruit could bring for someone with weak kidneys. It was a hard lesson, but it changed the way her whole family looked at food and health. So, what was the fruit that caused all this trouble for Mrs. Farzana? It was bananas. Yes, bananas with their bright yellow color and healthy image can actually be dangerous for people who have kidney problems. Many people think bananas are the perfect snack, but they are full of potassium. For most people, potassium is good, but if your kidneys are weak and can't remove extra potassium from your blood, it starts to build up. This can quietly damage your body and raise the risk of kidney failure. Your kidneys are like the body's natural filters. One of their most important jobs is to keep the right balance of minerals in your blood, like potassium. Potassium is a mineral that your body needs for your heart, muscles, and nerves to work well. When you eat something high in potassium like a banana, your kidneys work hard to remove the extra potassium from your blood and pass it out in your urine. But if your kidneys are not strong, they can't get rid of the extra potassium fast enough. This is when problems start to happen. Think of it like this. Imagine you have a bucket with a tiny hole in the bottom. If you pour a little water into the bucket, it will slowly leak out and the bucket will never overflow. But if you pour too much water all at once, or keep pouring water in every day, the bucket will fill up faster than it can drain. Soon, water will spill over the sides. That's what happens to people with weak kidneys. The potassium they eat builds up in their blood, especially if they eat high potassium foods often or at night, when the body's processes slow down. When there is too much potassium in your blood, doctors call it hyperkalemia. Hyperkalemia is dangerous because it can make your heart beat in an odd way or even stop your heart suddenly. It also affects your nerves and muscles, making you feel weak or numb. If your potassium is high, you might notice your heartbeat feeling strange, like it's racing or skipping. You might feel very tired, have muscle cramps, tingling in your hands or feet, or even feel like you can't catch your breath. In the worst cases, it can cause you to faint or collapse, and it can be life-threatening. Research from kidney health studies shows that many people who end up in the hospital with kidney failure or sudden heart problems had high potassium in their blood just before it happened. One study found that people with chronic kidney disease who ate a lot of potassium-rich foods at night were much more likely to have dangerous heart rhythms or even sudden kidney failure. That's because at night, the kidneys slow down, and the body doesn't clear out potassium as quickly. So if you eat something high in potassium before bed, it can build up while you sleep, quietly raising your risk. In short, if you have kidney issues, eating foods high in potassium like banana can slowly push your blood potassium to a dangerous level. This can lead to all kinds of symptoms, from weakness and tiredness to chest pain, confusion, or sudden heart trouble. Many people don't realize how serious this can be until they have a medical emergency. That's why it's so important to understand how even healthy foods can sometimes be a hidden danger if your kidneys are not working their best. Not everyone has to worry about bananas or other high potassium foods, but for some people, these foods can be risky. The people most at risk are those who already have some kidney problems, even if they don't know it yet. This includes anyone with chronic kidney disease, also called CKD. People with diabetes or high blood pressure are also more likely to develop kidney issues over time, so they need to be extra careful with what they eat. Older adults, especially those over 60 or 65, are at higher risk too because kidneys naturally get weaker with age. Some common medicines can also make the risk higher. If you take blood pressure medicines called ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics, your body may hold on to more potassium than it should. These medicines are important, but they make it even more necessary to watch your potassium levels. The scary part is, many people don't even realize their kidneys are not working well until something serious happens. The early warning signs are often silent or easy to miss. So, you might think you're healthy and have nothing to worry about, while inside your body, trouble is building up. By the time you feel symptoms, the damage could already be serious. That's why it's so important for anyone in these risk groups to get their kidneys checked regularly and to be aware of how certain foods, like bananas, can affect their health. Bananas are not the only fruit that can cause trouble for people with kidney problems. There are several other common fruits and foods that also have a lot of potassium. Oranges and orange juice are popular for breakfast, but they are high in potassium too. Avocados, which many people love to eat on toast or in salads, have even more potassium than bananas. Melons like cantaloupe and honeydew are sweet and juicy, but they also add to your potassium level. Dried fruits such as raisins, dates, and apricots are very concentrated, so even a small handful can have a big effect on your blood. Tomatoes and tomato-based foods, like pasta sauce and ketchup, are also high in potassium. Even potatoes, which are a common food in many homes, have a lot of potassium, especially if you eat them with the skin. This doesn't mean you have to stop eating all these foods forever, unless your doctor tells you to. The most important thing is to control the amount you eat and how often you eat them. Portion size and frequency really matter. For example, having a small piece of banana once in a while may be fine, but eating 2 or 3 every day is risky for your kidneys. The same goes for the other foods on the list. For quick reference, here are some foods high in potassium: bananas, oranges and orange juice, avocados, melons, cantaloupe, honeydew, dried fruits, raisins, apricots, dates, tomatoes and tomato sauces, potatoes, especially with skin. Always check with your doctor or dietitian to find out what's safe for you. Sometimes, just making small changes to your diet can help protect your kidneys and keep you feeling well. Let me share 2 more real-life stories to help you understand how easy it is to get into trouble without knowing. The first story is about Mr. Blank 12. Naveed, a 54-year-old man who wanted to start his day in a healthy way. Every morning, he would drink a big glass of fresh orange juice with his breakfast. He believed it was giving him energy and vitamin C. But after a few months, he started to feel weak and noticed his heartbeat was acting strange. One day, he felt dizzy and collapsed at work. He was rushed to the hospital, where doctors found his potassium levels were dangerously high. The main reason was his daily orange juice, which added up over time and pushed his kidneys too hard. The second case is about Mrs. Aisha, a 48-year-old woman with diabetes. She decided to become healthier and started making smoothies at home with bananas, avocados, and spinach. She thought these were perfect choices for her diet, but after a few weeks, she felt numbness in her hands and feet, and her blood sugar was also out of control. A blood test at her doctor's clinic showed her potassium was much too high. It turned out her healthy smoothies had ingredients that were all very high in potassium, and her kidneys couldn't handle it. Both stories show how easy it is to make a mistake, even when you think you're doing something good for your health. It's important to remember that not everyone needs to be afraid of eating bananas, oranges, or other high potassium foods. If your kidneys are healthy and working well, your body can handle the extra potassium without any problems. In fact, for many people, these fruits are a good source of vitamins and energy. But if you already have kidney issues, or if you are at risk because of diabetes, high blood pressure, or certain medicines, you need to be careful. Always talk to your doctor or dietitian before making any big changes in your diet, especially if you want to eat more of these foods. Remember, just because something is healthy doesn't mean more is always better. Too much of anything, even good food, can sometimes hurt you instead of helping you. Everyone's body is different, so what is safe for one person may not be safe for another. The best thing you can do is listen to your doctor and make choices that fit your own health needs. Moderation is the key, a variety of foods in the right amounts, and you'll do the best for your kidneys and your whole body. If you have kidney problems or you need to watch your potassium levels, you can still enjoy a tasty and healthy diet. There are plenty of fruits and vegetables that are much lower in potassium and are safer for your kidneys. Some of the best choices include apples, grapes, strawberries, and blueberries. These fruits are sweet, full of nutrients, and much lower in potassium compared to bananas or oranges. For vegetables, you can go for cabbage, cauliflower, bell peppers, and cucumbers. These are easy to add to your meals and salads, and they help you stay healthy without putting stress on your kidneys. You can also use a simple swap this for that approach. For example, instead of eating a banana with breakfast, have some apple slices or grapes. Instead of making a smoothie with avocado and spinach, try making it with berries and a bit of cucumber. Instead of potato chips, snack on carrot sticks or bell pepper slices. Little changes like these can make a big difference over time. At breakfast, go for fruits like apples or berries instead of high potassium choices. For snacks, try grapes or strawberries and add raw cabbage or cucumber to your salads and sandwiches. Always remember to check serving sizes and eat a mix of foods so your body gets everything it needs without getting too much potassium. Making these simple swaps and paying attention to your food choices can help keep your kidneys safe and your meals delicious. The best way to keep your kidneys healthy is to focus on real, natural foods and a balanced diet. Try to eat a variety of foods, not just the same things every day, so your body gets all the nutrients it needs. Everyone is different, so it's important to choose foods that are right for you and your health condition. Along with eating the right foods, drinking enough water is just as important. Staying well hydrated helps your kidneys work better because water helps them flush out extra waste and minerals, like potassium, from your blood. Remember, simple, fresh foods and regular hydration are powerful tools to keep your kidneys safe and your body strong. Protecting your kidneys every day doesn't have to be difficult, but it does take a little attention. One of the most important things you can do is know your numbers. This means getting your blood tested regularly, so you and your doctor can keep track of things like potassium, creatinine, and other important levels. It's also smart to read nutrition labels on foods you buy, especially packaged or canned items. Many of these have hidden salt or high potassium, which can hurt your kidneys over time. Always talk to your doctor before you start any new supplements or make big changes in your diet. What works for someone else might not be safe for you. Finally, try to limit how much processed or salty food you eat, like chips, fast food, and instant noodles. These foods often have chemicals and extra salt that are hard on your kidneys. By paying attention to these small details, you can make a big difference in your kidney health and overall well-being. Sometimes, your body tries to warn you when your kidneys are having trouble. There are a few signs you should never ignore. If you notice swelling in your feet, ankles, or hands, or if you start to have muscle cramps for no clear reason, take it seriously. Extreme tiredness that doesn't go away, an irregular or fast heartbeat, or feeling sick to your stomach, nausea, can also be signs of high potassium or kidney problems. These symptoms might seem small at first, but they can become dangerous if you ignore them. If you ever notice any of these warning signs, don't wait to see a doctor as soon as possible to get checked. It's always better to be safe and catch problems early. Today, Mrs. Farzana's life has changed for the better. After learning the truth about her favorite fruit and how it was affecting her kidneys, she worked with her doctor and her family to make smarter food choices. Now, instead of eating the same high-potassium fruit every day, she enjoys a variety of safer options, like apples, berries, and grapes. She also drinks more water and pays attention to the labels on the food she buys. Because of these changes, her energy has improved, her swelling has gone down, and she feels more in control of her health. Her family is happier and less worried, knowing she is doing what's best for her body. Remember, you have the same power as Mrs. Farzana. With a few small changes and the right knowledge, you can protect your kidneys, stay strong for your loved ones, and keep enjoying your life. Your health is in your hands, and every smart choice you make helps you live better and longer. If you learned something new from this video, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Tell us, what's one change you plan to make for your kidney health? And please let us know where you're watching from, because I really do read every comment and enjoy seeing our community grow from all over the world. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to share this video with your friends or family so they can protect their kidneys too. Remember, you're never too old to take control of your health or start new healthy habits. Together, we can help each other stay strong and live our best lives. If this video helped you or gave you some useful information, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone you know who might need this advice. Your support helps our community grow and lets us keep bringing you more doctor-backed health tips every week. Join us and take the first step toward a healthier life today.